Everyone in the ballroom knew who he was, and everyone avoided him. Dominic Laurent stood near the back wall beneath a crystal chandelier that cost more than most people's annual salary. His tuxedo was immaculate, his posture precise, his expression unreadable. The coldest man in the room. Investors respected him. Rivals feared him. Journalists described him as brilliant but emotionally sterile. He didn't mind. Warmth blurred judgment. Dominic preferred clarity, which was why he noticed her immediately, not because she was the most beautiful woman there, because she was the only one not watching him. Elena Russo stood near the dessert table arguing with the event coordinator about the auction order. "That painting deserves better placement," she said firmly. "It's fine where it is," the coordinator insisted. "It's not." Dominic's gaze sharpened. No one spoke like that at these events. Not without checking the room first. She didn't. She adjusted the frame herself. Someone laughed nervously nearby. Elena ignored it. Dominic moved before he decided to. He didn't interrupt. He observed. "You're altering the sequence," he said evenly. She turned. Her eyes were sharp, assessing. "And you're blocking the lighting." Silence. People nearby froze. No one addressed Dominic Laurent that way. He stepped slightly aside. She adjusted the spotlight with calm precision. "Better," she said. "It wasn't incorrect before," he replied. "It wasn't optimal." Her voice didn't tremble, didn't soften, didn't apologize. He studied her carefully. "You're confident." "I'm prepared." "That painting isn't yours." "No." "Then why argue?" "Because it deserves to be seen properly." The answer was too direct, too honest. He almost smiled. Almost. "You don't seem concerned about impression," he said. "I don't perform for people I don't respect." Silence. His jaw tightened slightly. "You don't respect me?" "I don't know you." The room felt smaller. He was used to flattery, used to strategic laughter, used to subtle pursuit. She wasn't doing any of it. "You should be careful," he said quietly. "Why?" "Because tone matters. Only to fragile egos." The words landed cleanly, without venom, without fear. He felt something shift. Not anger, not offense, interest. "You're bold," he observed. "You're cold," she replied. The honesty startled him more than insult would have. "And you're not intimidated." "No." "Why?" "Because you're just a man in an expensive suit." He almost laughed. Almost. "You don't believe reputation reflects reality?" "I believe it reflects projection." Silence stretched. "You're not from this circle," he said. "No. And yet you're here." "Yes." "Why?" "Because I work with the foundation." That explained it. She wasn't chasing influence. She was attached to purpose. He glanced at the painting she had adjusted. "You improved the presentation," he admitted. She tilted her head slightly. "That wasn't hard. That wasn't an apology. I didn't ask for one." There it was. He didn't apologize. He acknowledged. She didn't demand. She challenged. "You don't smile much," she said softly. "Smiling isn't required. It's human." "I am human." "That's debatable." He stared at her. Then, it happened. A brief, unexpected curve at the edge of his mouth. She saw it. "There," she whispered. "What?" "Proof." "Of what?" "That you're not as cold as you pretend." The music swelled slightly in the ballroom. Investors drifted past. The world continued, but the air between them had changed. "You challenge easily," he said. "You retreat quickly." "I don't retreat." "You almost did." He paused. She was right. He had almost walked away. "Why?" he asked quietly. "Why what?" "Why challenge me?" "Because you looked bored." He blinked. "Bored?" "Yes." "And that concerned you?" "No." "Then why intervene?" "Because boredom in powerful men turns into indifference." Silence. "And indifference ruins good things." Her voice softened slightly at the end. He studied her more closely now. "You care about outcomes." "Yes." "And not about pleasing anyone." No. A faint smile returned to her lips. You're the coldest man in this room, she said. And you're the only one who told me. Silence. For what it's worth, she added quietly. Cold isn't impressive. He stepped closer. And what is? Intent. The word lingered between them, and sleeves rolled up, hair loosely pinned. A stack of architectural renderings spread across the table. She didn't look surprised. You're blocking the light again, she said without looking up. He stepped slightly to the left. That's not why I'm here. No, no. She finally looked at him. You rarely revisit anything. Correct. And yet, silence settled between them again. He glanced at the drawings. You're restructuring the East Wing. Yes. The foundation approved the previous layout. They approved something safe. And I don't design safe. He almost smiled. That sounds expensive. That sounds worthwhile. He moved closer to the table. Explain. She didn't hesitate. The old layout separates community access from executive space. That's intentional. It's isolating. Silence. You don't like isolation, she said. That's an assumption. You built an empire from it. And you believe that's flawed? I believe power should be visible. He studied her. You speak in absolutes. You operate in them. Silence. You came back, she said quietly. Yes. Why? He didn't deflect this time. Because you were right. Her eyes narrowed slightly. About what? About boredom. She stilled. You looked disengaged, she said carefully. I was. And now, I'm not. Silence. You don't revisit, she said again. I don't. And yet you're here. Yes. For architecture? No. The air shifted. Subtly. He stepped closer. For challenge. She held his gaze steadily. And you like that? Yes. Most powerful men don't. I'm not most. That's debatable. A faint smile flickered at the edge of his mouth again. You keep doing that, she murmured. What? Almost smiling. It's involuntary. That's progress. Silence. You don't apologize, she said softly. No. Ever. Rarely. Why? Because apology implies error. And error implies weakness. Yes. She studied him carefully. That's a narrow definition. It's precise. Precision isn't intimacy. There it was again. She kept circling that word. Intimacy. He wasn't accustomed to women discussing intimacy like infrastructure. Structured. Analytical. You don't seem afraid of me, he said. I'm not. Why? You haven't earned fear. Silence. And what would? Cruelty. He considered that. You don't think I'm cruel. No. Even though you called me cold. Cold isn't cruel. He stepped closer. Close enough to feel the warmth of her presence. You're very certain. I observe. Silence stretched. You don't chase, she said. I don't. You don't soften. I don't. You don't repeat. He paused. I'm here. That's not repetition. It's return. The word lingered. She inhaled slowly. Return suggests intention. It does. Silence. And what are you intending? She asked. He held her gaze. Clarity. About what? Whether challenge is temporary. Her pulse shifted slightly. And whether you are. Silence fell heavy. You don't believe in temporary, she said quietly. I believe in evaluation. That sounds clinical. It is. And people are variables. She almost laughed. You're impossible. You're unfiltered. I'm deliberate. And so am I. The tension between them was no longer intellectual. It was charged, measured, dangerous. You came back, she repeated softly. Yes. You don't do that. No. Then why me? He stepped even closer now. Close enough that the air felt different. You don't retreat. I don't shrink. You don't soften. I don't perform. Silence. You challenge, he said. Yes. And you don't flinch. No. And that. He stopped. She waited. And that unsettles you? She prompted gently. Yes. The honesty surprised them both. Silence deepened. You're not the coldest man in the room right now, she said softly. No. You're exposed. He didn't deny it. You should be careful, he murmured. Why? Because I don't engage lightly. I don't either. The air between them felt like the edge of something neither had stepped into before. You don't date, she said quietly. No. You don't repeat. No. And you're here. Yes. For what? He held her gaze. For you. Silence fell. Heavy. Unavoidable. And for the first time, he wasn't cold. He was intentional. Dominic Laurent did not linger. He did not hover. He did not circle a decision until it softened. And yet, over the next month, he did something he had never done before. He showed up. Not dramatically, not publicly, quietly. He attended the Foundation site review without press. He asked questions about the East Wing redesign without dismissing cost. He stood beside Elena during presentations without stepping in front of her. People noticed. He ignored it. What he didn't ignore was the way she still challenged him. You're trying, she said one evening as they stood on the unfinished terrace of the new community center. The sun was setting behind steel beams and scaffolding. Trying what? Not to be cold. I'm not cold. You are. And yet you're still here. She smiled faintly. That's because cold isn't permanent. He studied her carefully. And what is? Choice. Silence. He stepped closer to the edge of the terrace. The city hummed below them. You don't ask for things, she said. I acquire them. That's not the same. No. You don't request vulnerability. I don't negotiate emotion. That sounds lonely. It was efficient. She stepped closer. You keep speaking in past tense. He didn't respond immediately, because she was right. You unsettle me, he said quietly. Why? You don't adjust to comfort. I don't. You don't soften to please. No. You don't fear me. No. And you don't need me. Silence. That's the difference, he said. From what? From everyone else. She held his gaze. You don't want to be needed. I want to be chosen. The words settled into the space between them. She inhaled slowly. You're not the coldest man in the room anymore. No. You're deliberate. Yes. And you're not retreating. No. The wind moved between them. Steel beams cast long shadows across the concrete floor. You don't apologize, she said quietly. I don't. But you changed. Yes. Why? He didn't look away. Because indifference was easier than risk. And now I don't want easy. Silence. You came back, she said softly. Yes. You returned. Yes. You stayed. Yes. And you're still here. Yes. She studied him carefully. And you're not leaving. No. He stepped closer. You challenged me. You needed it. You saw something I didn't. You were bored. I was guarded. And now, I'm choosing. The word lingered. Intentional. Waited. You don't do repetition, she said quietly. I don't. And yet, he reached into his jacket. Her breath caught instantly. Dominic. Yes. Don't make this theatrical. I don't do theatrical. He didn't kneel immediately. He walked toward the center of the unfinished terrace. The skyline behind him glowed orange and gold. I was the coldest man in the room, he said. Yes. You told me. Yes. You weren't afraid. No. You didn't soften. No. You didn't perform. No. He opened the small velvet box. The ring inside was simple. Clean lines. Elegant. Precise. You didn't try to warm me, he said quietly. You challenged me. Her eyes filled. And I don't want to go back to controlled distance. Silence. I don't want efficient detachment. Silence. I don't want indifference. He met her gaze fully. I want you, not because she unsettled him. Not because she changed him, but because she refused to disappear. "Marry me," he said, not loud, not desperate, certain. She didn't hesitate. Yes. The word came steady. He slid the ring onto her finger. She stepped into him and kissed him fully, not cautiously, not carefully, alive. When they parted, he rested his forehead against hers. "You're not cold," she whispered. "No, you're intentional." "Yes." "And you stayed." "Yes." He smiled, fully, not almost, fully. And for the first time in years, Dominic Laurent wasn't the coldest man in the room. He was the most certain. They married the following spring. No spectacle, no press, just intention. Years later, when someone described him as distant, Elena would smile softly and say, "He's not cold. He's deliberate." And that made all the difference.